Next on the line, we have Dark. You have a certain series for us.
Yeah, I sure do. I have How I Attended an All Guys Mixer.
Uh-huh.
This is a web manga original. This is being done by Ashi Productions.
Yeah, Ashi Productions, I
Who's
believe
also
they
doing
know for doing a lot of
365 Days to the Wedding this
yep.
season.
They usually do a lot of second and in between animation stuff like that. But obviously occasionally they do head their own or are the main production companies for at
Yeah,
least
it
a
seems
couple of
like they're
series.
they're like starting to dip their toes back into it because it seems like for a while they were not really like the head studio for
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Um,
They have on
you know,
off stuff seasons like I think. But yeah.
cool. But yeah, so this is a series about our main characters, which are three fellas. And they get invited out to a mixer by one of their college friends, and she invites them to a mixer, and when they all show up, it's three dudes sitting at the table. Um, but they're not. It's actually and her three friends that just got off of work working
Tomboys.
at like a cross-dressing theme bar.
Yep.
Um and yeah, and from there, I can't even say hijinks ensue. For the record, I have watched all three episodes of this, and it fucking sucks. um
So is can I ask a real quick thing? I know we tried to predict in the preview, and I unfortunately, I would like to apologize to the listeners out there. I did not look through the trailer sufficiently enough, and we found that later in the trailer in the description that this was about again these cross-dressing girls, right? So I just want to ask: is the focus about cross-dressing like tomboy fetish? Is that the whole kind of shtick for this series, or
No, oh,
is
you
the
want me to
shtick
sum up
something
the
else?
shtick? You want me to sum up the shtick?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want me?
go
Oh, you want me to do that? Whoa, these girls, they're dressed
for
as guys. What is that? Gay or something? Whoa,
it.
crazy.
Really? I thought because
Whoa.
I think because I was thinking when I was looking at the trailer more thoroughly and I found the premise and we were talking about it, right? I thought
That
that
they might do something with it? Oh,
yeah, when I because if they
well.
just did a tomboy fetish, that would be perfectly reasonable,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
That
that'd
like
be
that's
fine
a thing that we
too.
think
I
for.
mean, even if
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was, yeah,
exactly.
either that or just like, I mean, because like the most you get out of this is like, oh, they'll be talking to each other. Like literally, like even in episode three, it's just the same. Okay, so there's like three jokes this show has, right? The first one being the main
Uh,
characters being like, "Oh, what the heck? These girls are cute when they're girls, but now they're dressed as guys and they're hitting on me, but I'm still getting flustered. That's crazy. Whoa, whoa." And then the second joke is onlookers being like, "Yo, what is this shit? Gay or something? What?"
so are
And
the
then the
main
third
relationships
joke, and then the
between
third
the
joke, hold on, let
yeah.
me get to the third joke. The third and only fucking joke is, wow, these girls that are dressing up as guys are like fucking hotter than me. That's crazy. What the heck? They're so popular. And yeah, and that's the third joke. And at least as of right now, there is an hour of content out. So if that's what you want to fucking watch, you can go ahead and watch that. You might be asking yourself, at least, or saying to yourself, well, at least we'll get some like, romance shots or something like that. And you'd be wrong. You'd be a fucking idiot if that's what you thought, because you get about 3 fucking minutes of any sort of like flustered romance shots in the three episodes that are currently out right now, and the audio visuals aren't even that immaculate in them. They don't even really hype them up that much. You get blush. That's about all you get for those scenes.
Studio is this? What studio is
Um,
this? Oh,
this is
sorry, you said
Ashi.
Austin
Yeah,
Productions.
this is
Studio.
Ashi Productions.
Fucking. Oh my god, really? What the?
Yeah, they
Are
uh
they?
they dropped the fucking ball on this as hard as you ever could imagine. And that's without taking into account the fact that about I'd have to go in and time it, but I would say maybe 75% of this show, or what feels like 75% of this show, is done in an
Mhm.
SD like a chibi art style. Anyway,
Oh, just
like
because they're trying
like
to have like comical dialogue or like
yeah, and it
cutesy
would be
comical
fine. It
dialogue.
would be
Yeah. Oh, okay.
fine if it did it every now and then, but holy shit, dude. It is
Mm-mm.
like 90 fucking percent of the show. I will
Uh-huh.
probably
Uh-huh.
increase that percentage as I rant further. Um, in all reality, it's got to be at least 50%. Which
Mhm.
is fucking insane. Especially for a series that's supposed to be like this, because you would expect this the one of the main crabs to be, those scenes where it like hypes up or like picks up the budget and the animation and goes like, goes ham. But yeah, that straight up just like does not happen. So
And I,
it is rough.
what are what are the main what are the main relationships are if any exist? What are the main relationships between like the girls and the boys? I guess is
So
it just
it's
like a
the
one to
main
one kind of
guy.
thing?
So yeah, so it's the
Yeah.
main guy, and so the black haired girl. It's the like blonde haired innocent boy and like the cool like kudere purple haired girl.
Uh
Um,
huh.
and then it's the like no eyes fucking hair parted guy and the Gadu. Um, and their
Um.
relationships are really boring. So and the main guy is literally just joke number one over and over again.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just kind of like, so I guess not even like toying with him. In the first episode, there's a little bit of that, a little bit of flirting. And then in like the follow up episodes, it's kind of just like average bullshit, like over and over again, just like kind of her inviting him out and stuff like that. Then the what is it? The like the blonde haired guy is voiced by Horie Shin, who is doing his best in certain scenes to sound like fucking um Ayuma Murase, which is
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Okay. I know what you're going for. Yeah. Okay.
Um, but he does a good job. But the overall like I don't know, it's just like not it's not great. Like their relationship
What's
is
the
literally just like her gimmick is that she's like a BL mangaka, like doujinshi artist.
Oh, and then she's making because she's a BL mangaka and she talks about that sort of stuff. She makes the relate or she makes their
Well,
dialogue awkward. Is like
yeah,
that's the shtick,
and
right?
she
Yeah.
like, well, he's like he doesn't care, right? Like he is like pretty much considered the like the oddball, like goofball, innocent guy anyway. So he doesn't really like think much
Uh-huh.
of it. He's like, oh wow, you're a mangaka artist, that's crazy. She's like, oh yeah, can you
What?
like
Yeah.
model
Yeah.
for stuff? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? Um, and their relationship is probably the most interesting. The third relationship really is like, I mean, it's the third relationship so far has been like nothing with the Gyaru. Like it's really fucking nothing. It's literally like the main guy, not the main guy, the hair parted guy being like, "Am I gay? What is happening?
What?
What?"
God, I didn't like this bob hair. Is it
Yeah,
making me
and like
gay?
for
Yeah.
and a fucking hour of this shit has made me want to like gouge my fucking eyes out.
Want
Like
to be get fucked in the ass is
yeah,
I think
it's
what
like
you
it's
mean.
so fucking annoying, dude. Like it's so bad. It's just like there's nothing funny. There's no like racy scenes. There's just like
When
nothing
you're talking, so
here.
what the balance of this series? Is it literally just like mini ep into mini ep kind of stuff, where it's like it's one
It's
mini
kind of
ep
like
of like,
one larger ep, but
I'm
just with
the
everyone, just with like something going on between everyone, pretty much,
oh,
right?
do they not switch scenes? Is it like everybody's at this like mixer place all the time?
No. So like the mixer was like just the head off, and then they did like
Yeah.
karaoke in episode 1 after. And then in like episode 2, it's a lot of, I believe the bulk of it, right, is the blonde haired guy and the Kudade girl, right? And so like it's
Yep.
initially like
Yep.
them
Yep.
meeting up, and then the others like kind of following them just to keep like tabs on him, and then getting into the mangaka stuff, and then like there's like was it, and then I think it's them going to the bar after or something, or meeting up at the
Uh-huh.
bar in another day. But like it's like kind of mini episodes, but it's not really like super super hard structured of like, yeah, this is like the end of an episode. It's kind of just like a bunch of scenarios like linked together, and like spruced up. It is not really half and half specifically, but it's not like a series of, it's not like there's not like 5 different things that happen,
Mhm.
which would probably be more entertaining if it was. But yeah, but yeah, it's like
Let's
100%
really
comedy. It's really really
well,
annoying.
it's like the comedy part isn't the bad part, or like isn't the bad part.
It
It's the
is.
fact
It is. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I
that
mean, it's not that the fact that it is a comedy. It's just the fact that like it's
yeah,
just
yeah, exactly. It's just
the
bad comedy.
like yeah, and like it's like you could do
Yeah.
that shit for like 1 episode, dude. Maybe not even, honestly. It was getting fucking old by the end of episode 1. Like you could do that for like a couple jokes as it, bro. Like
It's like
we could
seeing the
not.
Komi-san skit, but like times 3 and like all episode long, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like,
over
dude,
and
you
over.
cannot be hitting me with like in episode 3 we're doing the thing of like when they're in public, like girls fawning over the cross-dressing girls. Like
Yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
How the
Like
fuck are we
you have to space
still
it out. Even if you're gonna do it, you have to space
like
it
we
out.
do this? Like we've done this like 5 times between 3 episodes already. Like what are we doing? Like yeah, we fucking get it. Like can you do something between these characters? Can you do fucking anything of substance? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
nah.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry, we're not allowed to do that, actually.
yeah.
We're not allowed to do that. We're also not allowed to
This
talk
is the
about
lane we're in.
cross-dressing or
Sorry.
cross-dressing trivia. We're like not allowed to do that either.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Apparently, if you wanted that, this is the wrong series for you.
yeah. God damn
It's atrocious. It's really really fucking bad. Um,
it.
I genuinely think a series like, because it would still be awful, like it would still be really bad, but I think a series just with guys would have been at least like a remotely have more room to be just purely entertaining, because like
Mhm.
maybe they could do something with it. Maybe like it would force like a writer to actually write something of substance. Because I was talking to Near about this, and I really think the only cross-dressing like trivia or like any like real acknowledgement of it will be like one fucking scene between the main character and where like fucking
Mhm.
monologues for a couple minutes about like why she does it, and like breaking up the monotony of her everyday life or some bullshit, or wanting to be someone else for a little bit, and then like never talk about it ever fucking again.
Yeah.
Like that is the most I see happening with that, and it's like, yeah, no, this series, like there's nowhere for it to go. There's really nothing for it to do. Um and it's just not good. Like,
That really sucks, honestly, because again, I feel like there was such an easy way for them to just be like, yeah, I mean, like we're just, everybody likes tomboys, right? Girls like tomboys, boys like tomboys, we like tomboys. That's why we do this. We're just going with this, right? Or at least the author could have done that, right? But it kind of,
yeah,
it
I mean,
kind of
at
comes
least
out
like
to
if there
this,
were
yeah.
more, at least if there were more like flirtier and like racier scenes, like that would break things up a bit, but like you don't even get that.
Or like it doesn't
It
even necessarily
genuinely,
have to
it
be like
honestly,
racier
a
scenes. It
lot of
just needs
this,
to be like this thing, tomboys. Like
I
yes,
mean, I
focus on that. Yeah.
guess, but like this is like, I mean, because this is obviously like going beyond just like tomboy, right? Like this is straight up
Well,
in the
I mean,
territory of
it's
just
not
like
even.
full on like
Yeah, like the
them playing
extent of
male
it is
roles and
one
everything.
thing.
But like
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, where it's
The
like,
structure
who
is the
is this
problem. The
series
structure
supposed
is
to
the
be
problem.
for, right? Because this literally feels like if like you made like a homophobe write a fucking BL manga or something,
Yeah.
where they were like, "Listen, guys, I don't want it to get too gay. I don't want this shit to look too gay. All right."
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
Because
that's a
as you
bit
said, it's
much.
like
It's
if
like,
the
bro,
one
you made a
time,
fucking
the
series
one
about like
time,
cross-dressing girls, and you don't have,
yeah,
you literally don't have scenes that are like leaning into that. Like, you make other characters seem like that's what's happening, but then you show nothing of substance that would like be like,
yeah,
oh, okay, this is like what I would expect from like a BL series or something. Like there's no shots like that that go that
yeah,
cheesy. There are definitely they try to get there, but it's still like the audio visuals and like the directing is so like plain that it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't even feel like it's hamming it up at all. It's just like there.
it's again, the problem is even the shtick is like doing it again once in a series. We'll get that whole like ha ha yeah, like you
Yeah, yeah. I
like
mean, it's like, yeah,
am I
we're
yeah
checking
it'll
off
because
boxes
it's
at
like
that
the
point.
classic yeah, exactly, but it can't be a main shtick. It can't be your main
No, it's like, because it's like,
joke.
what are we
Yeah.
doing? Like, what is this? Like, yeah, we get it, bro. Like, what? Why do you think people are watching this fucking series or reading this shit? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, exactly. Just give us the tomboys. Just give us the tomboys. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
or again, yeah, and it's like the whole dynamic of a fucking series like this is supposed to be like, I would have assumed, you're supposed to get your like BL licks in, essentially. Like, you're supposed to get those
Mhm.
shots in, those scenes in, and then have the fallback dynamic of them being girls. And then
Yeah.
you can even get into the dynamic of that. But it's like, nah, we're just like not gonna do any of that. Because that'd be too gay. That's
Can
what I
you
mean.
go
Like, I
over
don't
the
want to. I
audio?
don't want to say anything like about this actual writer or author. Like, I'm not actually like fucking being like, this is offensive. But it's like, it's just not good. Like, it just feels like,
Yeah.
it's like, why the fuck did you make this series? Like, it doesn't even feel like, it's like, did you even want to do this? Like, this really feels like you wanted to do like a one chapter thing, and you were just like, yeah, I
Yeah,
guess I'll have to
or
make this a
yonkoma.
whole
Or
series.
like a yonkoma or something like that, right? Or something like that.
Well, I mean, because
Just
it's like,
like
yeah, it's just like, this doesn't feel like you wanted to even like tackle this subject matter like whatsoever. Like, so it's like, why did you do this? Like, what the fuck?
mm,
Why not make a
yeah.
series about anything else then? But yeah,
Yeah.
bit of a shame, and by bit of a shame I mean pretty big shame, because this series could have been, regardless of it being, I mean, like, regardless of which way the cross dressing was, this series could have been very interesting. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, and instead it's not.
Can you go over the audio visuals real quick?
Yeah, not good. um, I mean, they're standard, right? Like, it's very standard stuff. I say it's not good just because, like I said earlier, the fact that the what feels like a majority, but certainly a bulk of the show is the chibi, like super deformed art style. Um, I really don't get what they're trying to do with that,
Mhm.
because like it's like kind of in like jokey moments, but it's like so frequent that it's like, I feel like this show's main art style is not even them when they look normal. Um, yeah.
Which is
So
kind of
that's what I'm
weird.
like.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like it almost reminds me of. It's not even like one of those like spin-off series. You know how like Overlord and ReZero or whatever had those like
Yeah,
weird spin-off series done by Kotakala, but it's not even like that because those just had it, or like Bungo Stray Dogs One or whatever, those like weird
yeah,
spin-off chibi series. But those specifically are just like chibi pretty much all the time, right?
yeah.
Um, but this is not that. Like this is different.
No, this is like a lot of it is in that comedic art style. And
But it's
again,
like
like I
that
said,
wasn't
it's not
really
like,
the point of it.
Well,
Yeah.
and also the thing that works with series when they do that is that it's like one, it'll be used like infrequently enough, and two, usually it'll have even something even more detailed
Mm.
for bigger scenes or something, right? Like it's not like even regular Bungo Stray Dogs is like, yeah, we're bouncing from standard audio visuals to the chibi stuff, and then like only goes back to standard. There's never any pickup, and it's like, what? Because like I said, like even what's supposed to be like the racier scenes in this, it's like it just snaps back to standard, like standard audio visuals,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, like who cares? Like sure.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
yeah, I guess these characters do look like this normally, huh?
What is oh, can you go over OPED real quick?
Honestly, I don't even remember them.
You're just like, no,
I watched three
what
episodes of
just
it. I do not fucking remember a thing about
you,
them. They
you
are
blanked
not.
out? Yeah.
They're whatever. They're like
Okay.
standard stuff. Honestly, I'll even. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find.
Right now.
I'm gonna see if I can find it
Okay.
right now, just so that I can refresh myself.
Can you I
Yeah. I
guess
mean,
if
it's
that's
nothing. It's
yeah.
nothing. It's
Yeah.
like. What loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Well,
ending
you don't have to
scene.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the ED is just like. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And then the OP
Okay.
is nothing. It's just like bar dancing nonsense, and not good. Not good at that. It's fine. It's standard, but it's not like it's anything special. It's not a.
Okay.
It's not something that's gonna knock your fucking socks off. So,
Yeah. Okay. I guess any last words plus rating?
um, I mean, I guess like the VA work. The VA work is fun, obviously. Um, if you want to hear them, do their thing,
Mhm.
then I guess you could get something out of that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really see this going anywhere, which is
Yeah, again,
unfortunate.
it's they could have
Because
just
that's the
taken
thing,
such
right?
an
That's the
easy
thing, right?
route.
Because like
Yeah.
everything I went over so far, like add that all up and know that this type of series is just going to be fucking like spokes on a wheel anyway. So
Mhm.
like it's not like there's going to be like I would like it would be a cold day in hell, I think, for a series like this to get any actual fucking character progression, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't think we're really going to be getting into that. We're
Uh,
not even, when we're not even like digging into the main themes of the fucking series. So like
yeah.
that's the problem where it's like the only thing I think of is literally just voice actor interactions, which are like fun, right? Like if you want to hear like Aoyuki do a Kudere voice, and like Toyama now doing like a tomboyish voice, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mikako Komatsu doing a
Yeah, yeah, Komatsu Mikako, yeah.
also kind of a Kudere
Absolutely.
voice realistically. Like
Yeah,
I
because
guess like
they're all kind of
Yuki
just
Aoi
going
is
for
like
the
kind of
cross-dressing
spacier.
Ikemen voice, right? Yeah.
Well, Kohaku, the like Gyaru is a lot more like tomboyish, right?
Mm.
It's pretty much like So and Fuji. Like Fuji is more of like the airhead, like more like what's her name from like a character like what's her name from Bochi the Rock, the Yo, right? The blue haired girl.
Mhm.
Like she's far more of like a emotion, like dulled emotion airhead almost in a way,
Mhm.
sounding. But then So is more of like the I don't even know. I guess like aggressively like Kudere type character. Because that's who she's like playing in the bar.
Mhm.
For a lot of it. But either way, I don't know. It's yeah. I that's literally like the only recommendation I can give for it. It's just voice actors because you're not gonna be watching it
Okay.
for the audio visuals. You're not gonna be watching it for like BL slash like cross dressing scenes. Like that's
Right.
not gonna be the main meat for you. So
Okay.
you know. And you're not going to watch it to laugh. Like if you if you get laughs out of this series, like you really need to watch like actual comedies because this is
Mhm.
fucking not funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
It's very unfortunate. Yeah. I guess I guess your what would be your mal rating for it?
um I mean honestly, like Mal has this shit sitting at a 7.27. This does not. Like this is like it's hard for me. I would say like I would have expected a show like this. I would expect a show like this. This is like a which should be receiving like a 4 or a 5 on Mal, right? Like a 5 maybe.
Yeah.
Because like the
What
audio
is it?
visuals aren't like garbage or anything like that, but
Mhm.
like oh no, it's like a 7.27 on Mal. This is not this
Jesus
should not have a
Christ.
7. Like even if you're looking at like Mal comparisons, like this shit should be like at most a very low 6.
Yeah.
Um so this is like a really weird Mal score. Um
Well,
yeah,
I've never trusted Mal in the first place, but
yeah, I mean I just like I wouldn't even really give this a rating. Like I think my genuine rating for a series like this out of 10 would be like a 3, maybe.
no.
3, maybe a 4. Um yeah, just because like everything about it is just like so vapid and unsubstantial that like I wouldn't there like there is basically no reason that I would ever recommend that anyone watch this,
Hmm.
right? Or check this
Yeah.
out. Just because like
Yeah.
there's really nothing to see, right? Like you may as well watch fucking almost anything else. Like I would recommend I would recommend any bottom of the barrel um isekai we have
Yeah.
seen or recommended ever
Is
just because
anything
something
isekai,
happens.
anything just like some romance,
Just
maybe like
anything.
kudere, tomboy, anything else. Yeah, exactly.
Literally anything else. Um
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, if you to wrap it up, if you look at the banner art for this series, that
It's a
is
scam. It's a scam.
no, I mean that is you've done it. You've gotten all there is to
That's
get out of
all.
it, really.
That's the depth of the
There you go.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much seen it all.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Anyways, thank you very much, Dark. I was kind of looking forward to this because,
Oh yeah, me too.
yeah, because again, for me, at least, like, even if it wasn't like the whole, again, the like potential BL kind of thing, I'm okay
Yeah,
with
no, I mean
tomboys,
even if it wasn't,
right? So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't see
mhm,
that's the thing. Like, I don't think it was ever gonna be like tomboy stuff, right? Like I think it was
yeah,
always gonna be like cross dressing and being like, oh yeah, like it's like here's BL stuff, but like remember they're cross dressers, so we'll have like the non scenes and we'll have like intermixing and a dynamic between that. And it's like, nah, we're not gonna do or
yeah,
like any sort and at least like cross dressing trivia. And it's like, no, we're not.
yeah. Very unfortunate. But yeah, again, thank you, Dark, for at least taking the bullet here for us. And
Yeah. Oh, I guess the
that's
only
all.
other thing I will say is that it
Mhm.
to really sum it up, it feels like when you're watching this, it feels like almost as if there is like a genuine disdain for like a viewer or reader that would want a series to actually fucking do something with this.
Yeah, exactly. Do something
Like I
other
said,
than just a shtick. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it genuinely feels like there is a disdain, like
Yeah.
as if like you're an idiot if you thought that a series like this should actually have something to it.
Again, very unfortunate that it kind of came this way, but apparently this also has live action. But
To watch the live
anyways,
action instead.
I'm gonna have to check out the live action and I'll get back to you, but
yeah.
I just think story wise this
But
is a bust.
yeah. But anyways, thank you very much, Dark. And this was how I attended an all guys mixer, also known as 合コンに行ったら女がいなかった。いや、合コンに行ったら女がいなかった話。 So this is a manga original that got a live action adaptation and then now got an anime adaptation done by Ashi Productions. Again, usually known for their second in between animations, second key animation, stuff like that. But yeah, again, thank you very much, Dark. Very unfortunate that they the story kind of is like how it is, but you know.